Hello, today we are on Open Wonder 6 versus 6. Let's take a start down here with Potch or Poach, whatever you want to call it. He's going first land, Seraphim, and on his mirror we have Man of Action, Aeon versus Seraphim in the back. Aeon seemed to have a bit of a distinctive advantage in the air with Swift Winds and what have you. We'll start off up here. So we got Alcoholics United going Seraphim, first land, Palermo going first Cybran, listen to me. Going first land, Cybran. Got Tag Argist, also going Cybran, dual front Cybrans. Total Tuna, Seraphim, and Shio. It's one hell of an A team they got going on there. Over here we have Momo Chuina, or just call him Momo, whatever. Going Seraphim. Everyone's going first land today. BRS Mac going Seraphim as well. A lot of Seraphim today. UEF for once. We have Legend Lore, and we'll see who gets the better of the reclaim here in a quick second. And lastly, who is this? Heoma going Aeon. So Legend Lore gets the better of the Omni reclaim. Although not by much, I think it was by a few hundred. I think it's like a 2,000 mass wreck, if I remember correctly. Got about 200 more than Tag. Or Archers, otherwise, how does this work out? Aeoma got all of the Omni. I think. Yep. And over here, let's see, did Momo get it? Momo got about 1,000, and Alcoholics also got about 1,000, so not much difference between these two, but on the whole, Team 2 got most of the Omni, most of the early mass, and we'll see how that turns out. Of course, now we have Legend Lore zooming up all these small rocks here, and Tag is not focusing too heavily on that, maybe going after some of these larger wrecks. And otherwise not much to show for it quite as of yet. So got some basic base building finished up, power grids, and what have you. Things queued up for long term. Got several factories here from Legend Lore going massive land spam. Got a couple land factories up from Mac. 3 factories, 2 plus 1 coming up for Momo versus only 2 so far, going up on a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, jeez. So massive land spam here. Most of these guys are probably going to go massive land spam. This is going to be an early game. It's going to just be how many units you can throw out in your opponent's face and hopefully overrun their ACU with it. See if you can't get a good run by. What I'd love to see is a couple like proxy-based build, or proxy-based, whatever, side-based builds here or down here on the corners and try and have little run-bys come like this one, for instance, where the Auroras just smack down on these extractors and those engineers just ruining things. I mean, that's already, 2 mass per second for each one. So that's 6 mass per second he's just losing out on. On top of the fact that Aeoma's energy is also going to go to shit real soon. I mean, it's not really going to affect this too much. Kind of. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of expansion support. It doesn't have a lot of expansion. You gotta go back and fix that problem using there's no real defensive units. Now we're going to start to build up some defensive units. Be able to secure this run by, but I think it was very successful for the Auroras. Obviously, we should pay attention to them. Oh, and over here we got some more units on units action. Now, Mac really pulled out the early stops for units. He seems to have, well, not by much, but a little bit more units than everyone else. You got a few things here from Alcoholics trying to secure this land area for reclaim purposes and other things. Maybe some sort of run by all these engineers, which are a lot of engineers. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to them. Otherwise, Total Tuna pushing forward with his calm while Mersey gets what I can assume, you know, setting up. Definitely, yep, 780. That is definitely a T2 upgrade. Some PD creep going on over here, probably become a turtle war in time. And over here we got some PD being erupted. Some run by from both Tag and Alcoholics. And also some fortificational units here from Palermo, so they're really pushing hard on Momo. Judging by the rankings here, nobody really seems to have too much in anybody else. Highest and lowest is 1700, 1100, so maybe a little bit wrong there. But most people seem to be between 1300, 1700. So it looks pretty balanced. Didn't know if someone was, you know, say Mac or Momo here was overpowered and everyone decided to go after him and what have you. Anyway, total Tuna here, going on an upgrade for his comm. Instead went factory upgrade, so now he's got some engineers out building some point of defense instead of using his comm to do so, at least at the moment. Otherwise, Shio here left his base wide open to an attack. And here we have all the pretty fams coming in, strolling into his base. Meanwhile, Tuna bringing his units to help defend his teammate. Otherwise, this could have been given a pretty devastating effect. Otherwise, it's like T2 land factory. That's probably why they don't have that many units out at the moment. Meanwhile, his comm feels free to move up front and take out the brunt of Ioma's forces. And we got a bunch of T1 on T1 here. Some nice low-level action. Bombers out. Air players are starting to make a move. Looks like I don't know what their targets were, but oh well. Looks like Poch went full-on bomber spam. Well, I got some NTs over here. I guess they both have a decent number of NTs. Meanwhile, Man of Action decides to go the way of the gunship. Takes away some fam that clearly did not have any more micro left in him. So you got gunship, T2 gunships versus T1 bombers. Well, you might get some quick snipes through with some T1 bombers if you take out, say, some Nexus or basic units. Gunships, on the other hand, I think might be more effective. Just so long as you maintain air cover. Might be seeing him transition to Swift Winds pretty soon. Give him the leg up on his opponent who can't build T2A, at least not so that's effective as Swift Wind. Here we got a first air engagement. Looks like it's going the way of Man of Action. Everything seems kind of spread out. There's no big setting clutch style massive micro here. However, these gunships are not faring too well. They might take them out of the way, try and ensure their livelihood. Meanwhile, up here, what do we have? We got some T2, get some Ilshivas up here, taking out what's left of Alcoholics' T1 forces. But meanwhile, Alcoholics is also building Ilshivas of his own. Because otherwise, trying to build up an offensive fortification. Let's see, does Alcoholics have, what is he upgrading? Does he have, no. Well, we'll come back to that. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the front lines. So Shia, building T2 land factories, trying to build away the T2 land game. Focus less on T1 spam, maybe get some PD up. Ioma seems to be going more T1 spam than anything else. Has a T2 factory up, building engineers at the moment, maybe going to focus on eco before anything else. Poch seems to be trying to provide whatever assistance he can, or either that or create a reclaim factory. And Total Tuna, again, having to bring his forces in everything T2 except for the shield, which isn't quite necessary yet. It's not very much. Stealth gens, T1 going on T2 Siren Shield, maybe someone who's looking at this. Oh, no, that's already going on. It's third up there, actually. ED. So that'll bring it up about just a little bit more powerful than a typical T2 shield everybody else's. So a couple of servers, turrets, and this very effective base. It's right there in the middle as well, which will provide excellent cover for many run-bys that come by through these little crevices. And also, if they want regular units through here, it's a little bit easier for them to do so. However, you got to focus, or get wary of TMD, MLs. Meanwhile, total 2 men and Mercy. Feel free to wail into his comms. Mercy's got the range on too, she's after him. However, he's going more TML. So let's attack with that. Nexus? Yep, the Nexus. He's already gone to T3. Total Tuna's been spending most of his time either helping out Shio here, but he's already gone to T3. Sniper bots already. And looks like that's all it took. Those things are deadly powerful. It's a shame they don't get used as often in lower level games. So he's already built 4 of them. Extremely powerful, but not particularly sturdy. Mercy's down, which means all of his stuff is going to be destroyed. Which, I'm not sure if that's going to help or hurt Team 2 in the long run, because now Legend Lore, the highest rated player, can just reclaim everything and become a super player. Get 2 ecos up, or Aoma can do the same and get a leg up on Shio. Pushing as hard as they can, so they can probably either even up the odds or give them time to reclaim the whole base. Team 2 seems to be taking a pretty effective strategy out here. Momo deciding to go build a turn. That's reasonable. T1 up here, some T1 down here, probably going to destroy each other in the process, but once they're destroyed, you can get all these Ilshuas to come in here, and wipe the floor with this base. There's not enough PD. No units to take them out. Alcohol. I said I'd come back to that. T2.
Under attack.
Yep. Anything else? Mercy's explaining his disgust. Otherwise... Oh! Legend Lore really got around the back of this base. There's no more build capacity left. There's nothing. Just sniper bots is really all that's left. Only a couple of them. This total 2 is eco looks like garbage. Not too much reclaim and hardly any master tick. So I guess the score kind of has been evened up despite the fact that the T3 factory here. Anyone else gone T3? Let's see, probably the airplanes at this point. Nope. I'll just upgrade to T3. And Man of Action is a fair bit ahead. Has T3 and some ASFs being produced. Is that the first ASF or how many were there? 5 of them. Meanwhile, Conqueror's happy to creating some T2 fighter bombers, or at least 1 or 2 of them, to see if we can get some run-bys through. Ooh, and got a Gunther up, a couple of Gunthers. Really trying to secure this midpoint, give them more map control. Mac is doing so hot himself, his shield collapses really soon. And look at these rhinos, got Paladins up here, right? There's MMLs, not enough TMD to protect against said MMLs. There's like 2 volcanoes up here, but against something like, what is it, looks like 8, I think it's 8, 10. Yeah, it's not looking too good for them. Just gotta build some more TMD or go with a shield generator or something like that, just to hold the line. I don't know, this is not looking too good for Team 2 at the moment. I have not seen this replay all the way through, so I have no idea who's going to win this one. What else is going on? Got them fighting over top of the taunting base. A form of taunting, if you will. Of course, he's ASF's out of his own. Maybe just trying to get rid of all the rest of the interceptors. And I'm just reclaiming his redundant power generators. Or at least most of them anyway. Shio seems to be doing alright. Total tune-out on the not so much. From the looks of it, Total Tune-out probably going to have a very reduced role for the rest of this fight. So most of the left side down here will be between Legend Lord, Heoma, and Shio. I mean, while up here, Momo is holding his own reasonably well against Alcoholics. Kind of in a bit of a stalemate right now. Meanwhile, this fire base has been lost, which will give Palermo free reign to attack, I can't remember their names, Momo's base. And Mountain's going to try and set up a new fire base, but it's just not going to work so long as these MMLs live. Botch can find a way to just take a gunship or two or some fighter bombers or anything to these MMLs. That'll go a long way to help Mac out. But otherwise, this will just eventually take him down. And we're 21 minutes into the game. Do we have any experimentals? So, usually it's from the back players, and we'll see them here. And the action's getting on upgrade on his comm. So right now it's still T2, T3 play right now. Some T1 spam in the mix. But I'm covering the higher level units. And some control. Heoma lost some nexus here. I'm really bothered to reclaim this. Or up here. I'm a little disappointed. It's gonna open for some, proxy bases and other things. Extra fronts of attack. Meanwhile, Palermo's forces looking force to be reckoned with. Got a couple of deceivers in there too. Backside things. Not particularly pleasant. Not in the slightest. Legend Lord taking a little pew pew fire from the pew pew guns. Oh boy. He's attacking largest. So, looks like Legend Lord went away with T3 Arden. And you can see how well that worked out for him. Pretty damn well indeed. First, just does not have the mass to do it. These shields will hardly last him a couple of shots. I wonder how much it just takes to do per shot. These things are damn well. Plus, he's got T-Rabbit up. So anything that comes through here. This is a turtle base to be reckoned with. Those Ravagers got range like nothing else. Excuse my size. Looks like Momo's pushing up with his comm on an attempt to kill Alcoholics or just take out his base. Forcing Palermo to bring in his units defensive side of things. Hopefully he can give Mac a breather. Now, however, we've got some T2 gunships here. This may prove problematic. He's got a lot of flak up there. Yep, got plenty of flak. No problem whatsoever. Before he was at it. Get forced. Watch his head bring in his ASFs. He might lose it in the end. And Botch lost most of his ASFs. There. Actually, not all of them. It's just down. Now, that these men of action are going to build some strats, some other air to ground. You got a restore here, you got a strat there. You gotta hold on to it until you're actually, you can get a kill on something. Meanwhile, oh, damn, I missed this. I'm sure someone's going to be really pissed at me for it in the process. Shio just got his entire base wrecked. We got your Harbinger That would do it. What is Shio then reduced down to when it comes to his eco? 15, 13 mass per tick. Has one. It has his HQ, which is the only thing, only factory left, but it's upgrading to T3, which I don't think he can afford to do. So much less building point defense. He only got 9 mass per tick. But total tuna seems to be established pretty well. Run some offense here. Help defend his teammate. However, this will destroy this. It'll be interesting to see how Shio comes back from that one. Excuse me. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see it if he actually does. Now, up here we got more Demolisher play with a single shield, which seems to be ignored for the most part. I had a Monkey Lord being constructed over here, but that's a horrible place to start one. Why would you ever do that? Start them in the back. Walk up to the front's not that much compared to the threat of it being destroyed in the process. Well, anyway, speaking of experimentals, do we have any more coming up? Just going on upgrades? Probably not. And Man of Action. Still upgrading his mexes, so again, probably not. Which leaves... Does anyone else have even have the eco for it? Bosch is double the eco of Man of Action. So in time, this may go their way after all. I mean, they've still got 3, or they've only lost 1 person. And for the most part, that problem has been rectified by Legend Lord getting double eco. I think it was Legend Lord, actually. Was it not? Well, kind of. Just in addition to his eco. And all that reclaim as well. Just not utilizing it. How much do they have? 16,000 here for his mirror. Total tuna. Guys nowhere near as much reclaim. Shield under attack again. Far left side from Harbingers as well as redundant T1 units that are just there to be annoying. Sitting in maximum turtle pace while stores do the dirty work of Team 1. Podge is going to try and bring these in if he's not feeling too hot about bringing all of his forces in to fight these ASFs. Although I think he could probably do it. He looks like he has a few more. Oh, he just caught him napping and did nothing with it. Action's getting the better of this micro. Mersey's pretty pissed about it. Although if you wait long enough, I mean, Botch does have, what, double the eco? Maybe not as much energy, and energy is a huge factor when building ASFs, but... I'm gonna keep yawning all day. Hold on. Scouts, seeing if there's anything useful to see, which, from their point of view, I guess it's like a target for strats. Probably. I mean, you take out the energy, you take out their ability to build ASFs, which is huge. And plus their ability to build mass. Now here we go, we finally got an experimental up here. At least one is starting, and Man of Action, not so much. Although just looking at it in the whole, I'm not so sure Team 1's just going to be able to pull through with this. I mean, the Air Guard's got, well, it's not quite double anymore, but almost double the eco. Everyone just looks so fortified over here. Team 1 had some sort of comeback. I mean, these restorers are really big players. They might have been caught napping with this. Restorers go down, but so do Pach's ASFs. Is it a fair trade? Maybe. Here we got this massive build-up on the sides. You've done me proud. Like seeing these little run-bys. Momo feeling comfortable sitting on an upgrade. Alcoholic. Oh, dodging a lot of T3 earlier. Gotta bring in the shield, make sure he doesn't die there. He got all these Sylvanas is up. Sylvanai. Now it's just wailing on the T2 or T2 point defense installation. And this Ythota is complete as well. Unless of course he can get stratted. Mass can come back to this side and they can use that mass to push forward. I'm not so sure there's anything they can do. And the Shield went down as well. Emma was just overwhelmingly forcing T3 down his throat. Meanwhile, we're moving up to fourth again. All the way up to total 2 in his base. It's only so far newly established. It doesn't have that much. Eco's not doing so hot either. 72 per second, which is after 33 minutes not much. Then again, he did get his base before the bits earlier. Didn't recover too well. Then to get the 2 units out. See if his comp can move this down. I got some friendly units coming in. Holy! How did I not notice this? That is insane. That's fodder for the Ythota, but otherwise, that's insane. I mean, it's just sheer numbers break through turtle. Coming through there, you break through Shields of Light in the Athas and ED1s. HD pulses and blow those to bits. You have the Lobos, or in this case the Medusas, will come in, just destroy everything. Death by T1. But probably not, because it's just going to give you Ythota 5 ranks. Veterancy. All these engineers here, all these bandits around here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work. Why are you focusing over here? Yes, he's a calm, you got it. He's not. Oh, there's 2 Ythotas? Okay, there's just no way. So let's watch Team 1 die. So Emma, you played well. It did kind of get one-sided fairly early on. Or not fairly early on, but it did kind of feel pretty one-sided after a while. But on the whole, it was a pretty good game. Both teams stood a pretty good chance for quite some time to actually pull through. Sometimes it really does come down to massive amounts of eco. Just the longer they stayed alive, the better it looks for Team 2. When your rear guard has double the resources than the other air guard. Two Ythotas and Tantes, then they build 1 GC. Oh, did he build it? Ythota? I mean, I was told to do this. Colors ions. I don't know. I missed it. Well, whatever.